Hey, it's Aaron. I have a quick update on the Honda-Nissan merger. So it looks like it's totally off. It's not going to happen. Honda has walked away. The kind of saga here has been that Honda and Nissan talked about maybe a merger back in December. They were maybe going to include Mitsubishi, and then at the beginning of this month in February, it looked like things were on hold at least. Mitsubishi had said no, they didn't want to be a part of it, and Honda had basically offered to make Nissan a subsidiary of Honda, and Nissan didn't like that. So now we have a lot more information. Honda has unequivocally said, we're done. This isn't going to happen. Nissan has said basically the same thing. Really what it came down to was valuation. Nissan is struggling really hard right now. Honda had said in order to make this happen, you're going to have to make a lot of changes to improve your bottom line, to improve your viability. And the stuff that Honda had said you really need to be doing, Nissan refused to do. That included some plant closures, some very big down takes in production, and a lot of other stuff. So the things that Honda was going to benefit from here were, one, Nissan's expertise in electrification, especially fully battery electric vehicles, and also two, in Nissan's excess in production capacity. Nissan has a lot of production capacity that really is mostly idle right now, or at least should be if they want to keep in business. Honda would have benefited from all of that, especially because most of that production capacity is right here in the US and in Mexico. Now, it is a key point here to point out that one of the things that Honda said Nissan needed to do was to shutter that Mexico plant, because they could move that production to the US. It wouldn't cost too much more to build the same vehicles here, and they would save on both the shipping and the cost of keeping that plant down there open. And they had plenty of capacity here in the US to take over that production. Nissan, of course, for whatever reason, has no interest in doing that. Nissan, on their part, they said that the takeover deal from Honda did not include any sort of ownership or control shares for Nissan's current shareholders. Renault was very not interested in this, but Renault has been selling off their Nissan shares over the last year or so, partially to make it easier for Nissan to find a buyer or some other investor. Also, just because holding Nissan shares right now is not probably going to be profitable. They're just going to keep losing value. But Nissan, on their end, they have cut their profitability forecast by 70%. They've said they're going to cut about 9,000 jobs, and they're going to reduce production by about 20%. None of that is a good thing. So, not sure what's going to happen over there. And honestly, I think the Honda deal may have been Nissan's last hope. Now, there is a little glimmer of hope because Foxconn, if you know who they are, they make cell phones. They have offered to partner with Nissan because the company itself has been expanding into electric vehicle manufacturing. Foxconn has offered to partner with Nissan. Now, not buy them. They've made it pretty clear they don't want to buy Nissan. They just want to partner with them, which could be the kind of cash injection that Nissan would need in the short term to kind of keep themselves afloat, to figure themselves out. But really right now, the way it looks at Nissan, their board is not willing to make the kind of sacrifices that are going to be required to keep this company running. Nissan is really just not doing well. They probably need to cut, or they either need to shut down or nearly shut down their Japanese plant. And they really need to close that Mexico plant. And it doesn't look like they're willing to do either one of those things. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But that's the deal right now. That's where the Nissan Honda merger talks are. They're over. They're done. It's not going to happen. So that's where we're at. All right. Quick update there. This has been Aaron. Talk to you again soon.